James. He been waiting, man. What you got?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Peace and blessings. Hey, yo, I spoke about this on my IG or my YouTube channel some time ago, but I think the business of boxing showed itself on Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? I think the business of boxing showed itself. Just like Lamont was telling us at his press conference that Tank said that they're not gonna let you win. Um, the business of boxing just showed itself. The paperwork, the money, Las Vegas, everything. Lamont had to do everything that he did times three to win that fight. It was about business. It was about business that whole night. No matter what Lamont did, it wasn't going to be good enough unless he knocked Tank out or unless he did everything he did times three. And that's just what it was. It was an entertaining fight. They both put on something good for the fans, you know what I'm saying? Let's give both of them props and for what they did. But it was all about business. It was all about the house money. It was all about what's going to be the next biggest thing. Lamont was not supposed to be the next biggest thing. He was not supposed to be where he's at right now. That's what it was about. Like how I think you guys were talking about it, probably put him at like the top 5 kings. That was not supposed to be part of a discussion. That was not supposed to be. But also, this is something I'm a pro Shakur guy. I like Tank and everything. What he brings to the table. I really like him. I like him. But I think everything that Lamont did good on Saturday night proves why Shakur and Tank are not fighting. Shakur, like Lamont was doing, he was getting clapped on, he was getting popped on, but his defense was tight. He was responsible. He was hitting the jab every now and again. His counter punching was on point. All that stuff that he did good, Shakur does extremely well. Extremely well. And that's a problem for Tank. That is a problem. So in my opinion, outside of the paperwork and the money of boxing, that was something that's gonna push the fight back for Shakur and Tank. I don't know if everybody agree with that or not, but that's what I totally believe. And also with the point of, is there anything that's gonna be different about the rematch? If they do rematch, nothing ain't gonna be too different because they both that night what you saw between them is what you're going to get between them two. They both put out the best that they could for that night. And if you know boxing, if you have ever been in the ring, which I have, you can see that little belt back there. I got a couple more. If you have ever been in a ring with somebody more than one time, you pretty much have caught a muscle memory or a mental remembrance of that fight. And whatever you had, the only thing that's going to make that fight different is what's in your mind. What's in your mind? It's going to become a thinking man's fight. That's what it's going to be. So whoever outthinks the other one in the next fight, that's who wins. That's if they do it. That's how it's going to be.
Okay.
Same thing like with Better BF and
Bevo.
Bevo. It was a thinking man's game on the second fight. They was in round 13 going on what? 24? They already know each other. B-Ball know what that power feel like now. He knows what his tendencies are now. Same thing gonna be with Roach and what's the name? Oh, I know he like to do this here. I know he like to do this here. I'm gonna wait for this here. And that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a thinking man game. It's gonna be a straight chess match all the way through. And it may not be as good as the first one. There's gonna be probably a little bit of hesitancy there. It's gonna be a little bit this, a little bit of that. But I believe only the true fans of boxing, the hardcore fans of boxing, are going to like the second one. And I said this also on my IG. Tank has lost some casual fans. He has lost some of them because the expectation of knocking everybody out is gone. Same thing happened with Wilder. When Wilder stopped knocking everybody out, people start falling off because he has set such a high expectation. And when he couldn't fulfill that order no more, he was considered as no good.
All right, let me go to
happening now.
let me go to Sugar Free Mars. I got a couple more people on here who didn't speak yet. Shout out to James. Appreciate that insight. I'll come back to you,
All
bro.
right, peace and blessings, y'all. Y'all be good.
For sure. All right. Go ahead, Sugar Free.